You're the captain who Aeldys invited to parley, ain't you? I'm to keep an eye out. It's so I can provide you an escort when you arrive. Right this way, Captain. It's my pleasure to show our honoured guest around. Aye, it sure is.
You must be Captain. Glad you could make it, Loveson. Like what you see? The mark on this side, it means I'm the second highest rank on the Council of Captains. I'm but one chair below that cockrot Ferrante. Now, I know I offered you a full parley, but I'm a pirate, which means I'm loyal to my crew. But otherwise, I lie whenever it benefits me. You killed my fourth chair, and a damn good friend. A part of me might be impressed, but a part of me wants to flay the skin from your face. Understand? If you've an explanation, I'd advise you to give it up real quick. Ferrante further stacks the council in his favor, I see. Or maybe not. But with Ben gone, you cut off my right hand. How do you plan to replace it? Oh, I do like you. Good answer, Captain. I admire a woman who doesn't back down. You've got guts, and not just smattered in your hair. Now with that out of the way, I'd like to make you a deal. Thing is, I've got this worry pricking at the back of my mind, Dove. Been irritating me for a while, like a persistent scratch. I know you've met with Ferrante, that you may even be working for him, that pribbling cockrot. But that doesn't mean you can't partner with me instead. Don't do anything to let him catch on. Just keep me appraised of certain future events as they shape up. Shh. No need to say anything, not yet. You just think on it next time you're toiling for a man who'd happily gut you after you've done his bidding, given half the chance. When the time's right, we'll set our strategy. But what can I do, you lovesome? That I do, lovesome. A real powerful one you got there. Where in Aora did you happen to find it? Think Ravan will be wanting it back then? I know I do. Hold on to that, lovesome. You've given me a thought as to how I might track the floating hangman. I'll tell you further when I know more myself. What? Like for hobbies? When I'm not out plundering the seas, I'm right here ruling my fleet. Suppose I like a good bit of target practice. And of course, who doesn't like rum and a hot bath? Don't guess you like the same? Well, sure. You're welcome to use mine, but perhaps later, when there's less of a crowd around. We're the future, and we ain't going nowhere. We're pirates, lovesome. We own this sea, and the sea loves us back in her twisted way. Ferrante pines for a homeland he's never seen. But what does old Valia mean to me or my crew? We're not Valian, and we never will be. Though if you're Valian and you want to join our bloodline, you're more than welcome. Generations ago, and I grew like a weed in the deerwood, you see? You say Consueglo me casitas, I say Council of Captains. You say Principe, I say Best Pirates in the Deadfire. You say Swollenet, I say, well, some things stay the same. So I heard, and so I'm impressed. I like when someone does me and mine a favor. Makes me feel real friendly towards them, you know? And I like to give my friends little tokens of my appreciation, like this. Expect me to be in touch, if or when I need you. Elsewise, do come to see me should you happen to uncover any particularly juicy tidbits regarding Ferrante's political schemes. I've got a problem, Watcher. And I think you're just the captain to solve it. Me and Ferrante don't see eye to eye on a lot of things. Not least of which is the future of the Principe. We got few rules amongst us new bloods, but one of them is that you live free. We steal and we might murder, but if you pledge to us, you're our blood, our family. Now, if I were to act in direct opposition to Ferrante, he'd use it to call a vote of the Council of Captains. He'd see me swinging by the neck. But no one's got a leash on you. Which means if you were to, perchance, free the slaves at Crookspur, Ferrante couldn't do piss all about it. No one deserves to be enslaved by another. Understand? I'm asking you to sail to Crookspur to meet with one of mine. She's hiding within their midst, and will have insider information on the slavers. I know they base their operations in the Deadfire out of Crookspur. I know they're small but ruthless, and they've run into problems shipping around the islands. I've only suppositions to offer you, Lovesome. But I'd bet my swollenette Ferrante is attempting to gain standing with someone other than the slavers. Aiding the slavers is small fry for a captain like Ferrante. It wouldn't pay well enough to be worth the investment. No, he's got ulterior motives, mark my words. Well, well, ain't that a fine thing to know? It makes sense for certain. Aiding the slavers is small fry for a captain like Ferrante. It wouldn't pay well enough to be worth the investment. If you've evidence of his involvement, keep it close. We may be able to use it to our benefit later. Oh, and this here's a little something for you. She'll find you, Lovesome. You'll know her by her scar. It's a ghastly sight. Find me when you've freed those slaves. I'll make it worth your while, Captain. Got something for me, Dove? I'm all ears. The floating hangman is the remains of the Fonferus. Interesting. Quite very interesting. I had heard rumors as to such. The floating hangman flies a flag featuring the burning palace from Old Valia. Nekataka? But why there, Lovesome? Well, go on then. I'm sure you've heard our saying. Share and share, as is the law of the coast. You suppose Lucia's turning undead had to do with her being a paladin, whose sworn duty was interrupted with her death? Well, it's no matter to me either way. I always did like untangling the threads of history. It's like puzzling out an encoded treasure map. Only to reap these spoils, we've to uncover the mysteries of the past. Give me time, and I'll find the means to deal with Lucia. Then we'll be one fathom closer to commandeering the floating hangman. I figured as much. That's how Ferrante gained his political standing. And that's how he keeps it. With underhanded tactics that whittle his opponents into ruin. Me? I prefer to face my foes head on. Give them the chance to join me before I fucking annihilate them. And I like to reward those who support me. I'm good to my allies, you see. For your troubles, Dove, let me share with you a little of my treasure. As you wish, Dove.
You there? Psst, Lovesome. Chance a gander this way. Thought that might catch your attention. Now then, you must call me Saerfol. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, madam. Have a look-see. You won't find a grander market for your labour needs than Crookspur, nor finer illusion wares than mine. You mean aside from the bit about Crookspur being the capital of slave commerce in the Deadfire? Buyers sell from far and wide to bid on the particular slaves here, which is why you find me now selling my particular wares. Swabby, I don't make the laws. I simply work around them. The kind you won't find elsewhere. Have a look-see inside, and I bet you'll savvy my meaning. Aye, a most profitable one. Most of the chattel is shipped in from elsewhere, from lands far from the Deadfire, but they're sold here. And here they'll stay. Oh, aye, as you wish, lovesome. What'll it be, madam? Lockpicks, noisemakers, chisels and crowbars, maps, compasses, hardtacks, spyglasses, potions of invisibility. You know, your typical basic expected survivalist gear. For the more courageous traveller. Now, if I were a wagering woman, I'd say Aeldys sent you to help me outfit just such travellers. Aye, during my station here, I've spied signs of illegal activity. Slaves that oughtn't to be slaves. Enslaving people of the Deadfire is illegal. It's the selling of slaves from elsewhere that isn't. If we could free the natives who've been detained before they're carted outside of the Deadfire, the illegal trade would be exposed, weakening the entire trade. Moreover, we'd ruin Ferrante's ploy with the slavers, whatever it may be. You'll find the natives, the illegal stock, deep within the fortress, kept from sight. There's routes to the inside, but most stand heavily guarded. You may have better luck sneaking in through the sea caverns dotting the shore. One of them leads into the fortress. I've got a skiff ready for the slaves you send out. We'll make fast for Deadlight. After that, who but Andra knows? Maybe I'll see you around Dunwich.
Found something.
Foes ahead.
Are you
Trouble
sure you
ahead.
want to do? Hey there. Get you a little gift. Hey there.
Look, there's something over there.
Your luck just ran out. For Keelan.
Indeed.
You need...
Of course. I'll see what I can find. Foes ahead. What do you need?
I'm with you. Don't know where that comes from. Whirlwind.
Hey.
Get you a little gift.
Sure.
I'll do what I can. Dim in the lantern.
Subtle indeed. The work of a moment.
Quiet as a cat's...
I'll see what I can do. The work of a moment. I'll see what I can find.
Careful. Look.
Just ran out.
Glory be to God!
More where that came from.
Tell me, as you wish.
For you.
I'll see what I can do. It is done.
Shh. We're not supposed to talk with anyone. Who are you? An escaped slave? I don't want to get in trouble. You're sure? What if it dead ends, or there's spiders, or we have to swim for it? I'm not a good swimmer. I sure hope you're not lying. Thank you, kind stranger.
Looks like I shall be discreet.
One for Keelan.
Ixie, on it!
I shall deal with this one.
Ixie, on it!
Hey, that wasn't that bad. Oh, indeed.
You mean like this?
Eyes open.
Keeping an eye out. Foes act.
Hey there.
Okay. Oh, gladly.
Dim in the lantern.
No mercy. Hey.
I guess this is it.
Yeah, right away. I'll see what I can find. What do you need? I got it.
You there, stranger! Help us! We are not fit to be here. Come closer. That's it. Just a step more, little bird. Quit? I was hardly speaking to you, God's chosen. Highly above! Damn it, wait! Thank Andra's sweet tides. Forgive me, stranger, but you must help us. If you could, I mean. Who are you? A buyer, maybe? But down here? I haven't seen you before, so you don't work for the slavers. You've made it this far and haven't been skewered by an ogre. Yet. Perhaps you can free us. Me and the others are keeping tabs on their patrols. I know their schedules, and their weaknesses. We can handle ourselves if you can get us out of this cell. The Wahaki are rarely beaten. Our captors carefully set an ambush against us. Even so, me and my hunters felled 12 of their men. They will not survive our retribution. I will personally take the Taskmaster's anchor and use it to rip out his entrails. Open the cell, and witness the Wahaki's best warriors in action. The big dumb one, the Taskmaster. He stomps around near the stairs that will take us to the fort's upper floor. Ready to skin some slavers? I know I'm ready for revenge. If we don't slaughter every last slaver, my tribe will never be safe. Your offer is noble, but I can't entrust this task to another. I would rather die than risk awakening again in chains. There's wisdom in your words. If we are not to fight, then we must retreat. But we can't just walk out the way we were dragged in. Then that is the way we will go. The Mother Ocean will lead us safely home. Always. May Andra protect you as well.
How did you... Sounding the horns! We have a trespasser!
We got
Hey there.
Wonder where that came from.
No trouble at all. Rather difficult to...
Did you feel that?
That wasn't that bad.
You a little gift.
Yeah, I trust you. Yeah? Sure. Keeping an eye.
Look.
Hey there.
That wasn't that bad. No trouble at all. Could be a
Real quiet now.
That wasn't that bad. Of course.
We must do what we can do.
see what I can find. We're not alone. Yeah?
You need help? You need my help? You can trust me. You need... I won't hold back more with whirlwind. I won't hold back.
There's a walloping!
I'll if I could. There's always a way.
We're not
Hey there.
alone.
More where that came from. I got you a little gift.
Yes? No trouble at all.
We got. I got you a little gift.
You don't whack him any harder! I shall deal with this one.
But you have to be stopped.
I shall.
There's always.
Yeah?
Look.
Glory be to God! All thick, worthen raw.
That must hurt. Indeed.
Be cautious. Be...
Wait. Look there. What do you need?
More where that came from. Keyleth.
Hey! So you on?
I guess this is it.
Crookspur is a blight on the archipelago. What say? What say? If those parasites drew their final breaths, I would hear of it. While Onakaza plays at diplomacy, we are the spear in the guts of our enemies. You come to us in time of need. The tribe will know you as a friend. Go in peace. The hospitality of the Wahaki is yours. Respect our ways, and cause no trouble.
I see you're still alive. What can I do, you lovesome? Aye, and well done too. Most of the prisoners have pledged to cruise in my fleet. You did a fine thing, Captain. Don't think I'll soon forget it. You're real good for business. So, here's to hoping our wakes cross again someday. Until then, you can trust that I'll be in touch when I need you.
You've been a great assistance to us in the city, I hear. A great many Glowing reports. Now then, did you have a reason for coming by? Ah, yes, that business. What became of it? I see. I'm certain you had your reasons. I didn't. I meant no offense, Watcher. Truly, I should have entrusted you with the full story. Clearly, I should have. But out beyond the Kahanga's tribe's reach, all over Eora, the trade continues. It is a source of income I could scarcely afford to overlook, even with devils like Ferrante taken into account. Those people are free, as you wished. And had you not gone to Crookspur, it would be otherwise. What's done is done. Clearly you handled matters as you saw fit. There are worthier tasks ahead of us.